Alrighty guys, and welcome back to another LEGO set review for set number 70402, and today we have the castle, the 2013 castle gatehouse raid, and I found this on clearance, so I bought it, because you know, and I was going to sell the minifigures, so I probably will, and keep the castle, but now that I got the set, I mean, I'm kind of reconsidering that, but you know, you'll see. I'll talk more about it at the end of the video. But it's a really cool little set. Definitely worth 20 bucks, which is what I paid for it. Maybe worth 30 bucks, you know, maybe. But you do get the castle here, 4 minifigs, and the Dragon Knights get a horse. So we'll start off with the Dragon Knights, because they have less stuff. First of all, we have this guy who has a spear in like dark gray, and I don't know, I really like this little figure here. There's one figure that I like less than the others in this set, but you know, we'll get to him when we get to him. You can see his torso printing is really cool. It's the same as the other Dragon Knight. I really like this guy's head just because it's the head that Karloff has in Ninjago. In the new set too, I think he has this same head, and he has this black helmet and back printing on his torso, and he doesn't have a double-sided face. So yeah, he does have the red arms to go with the red and black look of the Dragon Knights, and I don't know, I would use him as the catapult driver because the other guy's riding a horse. So the catapult actually rolls a lot smoother than I thought it would because of these wheels here, like the wheel. I didn't think that would work too well, but it actually works just fine. And then this part of the catapult, it just doesn't look really good at all. I don't really like it, but I mean it works somewhat. The other catapult, which you may or may not be able to see right now, but the other catapult in this set, I think it looks it works a lot better and looks a lot cooler. So you know, there's that catapult. We'll put it over with Mr. Catapult dude, and we do have this horse, which I'll show you in a second. But first, we're gonna take a look at its rider. So this guy comes with the Highlander sword in the dark color, the same one as the Evil Knight got. And then he has this really cool printed shield with the dragon face on it. So that's cool. And his armor piece has got some nice printing on there. So he's obviously a higher skill level than that guy. He does have this really cool face here. You can see that with the eyes, they kind of line up in there. And he does have 2 sides to his face. So you can be pretty mad too. You know, I'll give you a quick look at that. And he has a black helmet like this, which I only had these in dark gray because I did get some of the older castle sets, like the last wave, whatever it was. He has the same torso print as the other guy, but he does have leg printing, and the other guy did not. So that's cool. But I don't know, these figures here, this new wave of castle sets, this is the only one I got. But compared to the older wave, I do like these figures a lot better than the older ones. There's one of the figures in this set, and I'll show you when I get to them, that I don't particularly like a ton, but you know. And then his horse has the new thing here. I will do minifigure showcases for each of these figures probably, just to get the extra videos out, you know. But I will probably do a horse showcase too. But you know, there's just a really quick look at the part there. And if you take off all his armor and stuff, he's just a normal horse. And his face is pretty cool. He is one of the new types of horses that can like stand on its back legs. And the cool thing about this is that you can have him riding off with his owner, like into the sunset, you know. And he can wear this little helmet thing too over his head. I don't know, he just looks really cool, the horse and the rider. So I like this figure But now that we have the Dragon Knights out of the way, we can take a look at the reason why I bought this set, which was the castle, the little castle. It's actually a really nice size for a $30 set. But we're going to take a look at the figures first. So first of all, we get this guy, and he has a spear. We actually, I'm going to take a quick note, because otherwise I'm going to forget. We get a group of extra pieces here, which there are actually some really good extra parts. Because we get, that spear belongs to this guy, but we get an extra of each of the 2 color spears, an extra of the guy who I haven't looked at yet. We get an extra sword of his, we get an extra feather in each color, an extra printed lock, and 2 of these extra blue cheese slopes, 1 extra red one, a gray stud, one of these things, and 1 of the friction pins. So, you know, that's a lot of cool extra parts. Especially the printed lock, I really like that. I'm probably gonna end up using that for something. So there's his spear, and his face. This is the figure I don't really like, just because his face isn't very detailed. The other ones all have nice details on their face. This one not so much, but you can see his torso print there. It's pretty cool, and the back print too. And the helmet, I really like this helmet. I only had 1 from the old. No, actually, I had 2 from the older wave. 1 in dark and 1 in light, and you know, I really like that helmet. So we're gonna put this guy over here for now, and then we're gonna take off our other figure and take a look at him. His shield is just fantastic. You can take a look at that if I can get the camera to focus. Nice. So there's his shield, really cool. I love the lion on it. His sword is the same one that was used on Heroic Knight in Series 9, so you know, it's not new, but it was used frequently in this castle theme, so that's cool. And you can see the feather on his hat. There's his face. I believe this is the same one as Sir Stackerbrick gets in the LEGO Movie. The helmet is also the same as Sir Stackerbrick, so this guy's very similar to Sir Stackerbrick. The only thing is Sir Stackerbrick does not have this cool armor piece, which, I mean, that's a plus in this figure. And Sir Stackerbrick might even have this same torso. I'm not certain because I don't have him. But you know, and you can see the leg printing on this guy is also very cool. If you notice, the people with armor in this set have leg printing. The ones that don't have, like, the armor part, don't have leg printing. So that's a little interesting observation. Yeah. So there are the 4 figures in this set, as well as the Dragon Knights stuff. And now I'm just going to take a quick couple minutes to look at the castle for the Dragon Knights. And actually, I'm just going to move it out of the way for a second. You can see the box right here. Looks pretty cool. You get a look at the 4 figures on the top. And just, I'm going to turn it around right now so that you can see this. And the interesting thing is this set can be combined with the big castle to make it a you know, a larger castle. That's pretty cool. I'm assuming you get like instructions to kind of do that in the castle, like the big castle set, because this one you don't get instructions to do that. So yeah. And now this is kind of distracting me, that side of the box, so we're going to turn it back to this side. So, this castle is built in 3 sections, and this is obviously kind of like a modular design, almost. Like, you can modify the castle, you could get more of these. I actually considered now, after I built it, going back and maybe trying to get another one, and like put 2 of the castles next to each other, just because that would look really awesome. But, you know. So, take a quick look at this first. It does have the crossbow, which you can kind of turn and all that. And they both have this roof here, which is kind of a nice look. And you kind of got a place for the figures to stand. So, like, they can stand up here. They could stand down in here. And, like, man the crossbow. Just pretty cool. And you can get more holes so you can modify it on the other side as well. So we'll attach that back on here. I'm going to take a quick look at this segment, which is basically the same as the other one, except it has, instead of this front thing with the crossbow, it has these jail bars and a nice jail door with the lock printing on it. This was actually the first like lock piece printing that I'd gotten, and it has this flag with the 2 different colors. But it also does have the place to stand, and I mean you can obviously have a figure stand in the prison cell. But looking at the front gate, it's just really cool because it's attached back here in the back, and you open it up like this. And I do like that they put this thing here so that the stud blocks it, so you can't like over open it. Just a nice little detail. To note, these 2 things are stickers. They're on flags, so you know you can like move them around. And you see up here we have this catapult, and the ammo is here. So how you use this is you take the catapult ammo and you put it in the catapult, and then you pull the catapult back and just let go, and it shoots a nice distance. It's because it has this little rubbery piece here, so when you pull it back, let's see if I can get some excess light in there to show you, kinda. You know, I'm sorry it's a little bright and a little weird colored, but this piece here, that's what sends it flying back up. So we'll do a extra light, you know, so you can see. Can you kind of, yeah, you can kind of see in there. That's the action that goes on there. And yeah, so that's a really cool catapult function. Very neato there. Better than the other catapult in the set. So you know, you get 3 ammo for this. Forgot to show you, but you do get the 2 ammo on this one too, as well. And for some reason that one's like transparent, so maybe it's supposed to be like a fiery ammo kind of thing. And up at the top you do get this interesting little rampart battlement section up here, you know. And the walls in this part actually go all the way around, which is a little bit different than the walls like down here. Same. But, you know, we do have the 2 torches on the front wall for light. You can see that there. It's just a telescope and a flame. But up here we get this cool other smaller printed shield, which you can kind of see up there. And then we get the gold chunk above it, which is pretty cool. So yeah. And that is the castle. One other thing I want to note, comparing the size of the catapult to the castle. The catapult's about this big, like it's too wide to fit through the gate. The horse and the man, actually, I have another like bad guy castle from the old one. It's like, I don't think it's that big, but you know, it's not super big, but it's bigger than this. But you can't fit like a guy riding a horse with a feather on his hat through it. So, you know, just something interesting to note. You do get a nice tall gate here, so you know. But that is just about all there is to note about this set for now. I will probably end up selling some of the minifigures at least, just because then I can get a free castle basically, because you know. But yeah, so I will probably do minifigure showcases for these figures here, so stay tuned for those. And yeah, I'll see you guys all later.